Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to talk about the TWAB today. I'm going to tell you guys all the updates and info that was given out. But first thing, before anything, if you haven't loaded into the game, hotfix 3.2.1.1 is live. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. It was supposed to go out at 9:45 PDT time. If you were playing at that time, then you already know it's going on, and it should kick you to orbit by now. So let's hop into the new changes. So now I'm at the Bungie website. I'm just gonna read off what it says for the ranks. So pretty much in season 15, ritual reputation systems on Lord Shaxx, the Drifter, and Commander Zavala would be known as Crucible, Gambit, and Vanguard ranks. So there's no more Infamy ranks or Valor ranks. That's just gone. The names Infamy and Valor are just retired. Glory is going to continue the same way it is. No changes there. We're also introducing Trials ranks in season 15. That sounds cool. They're going to let us know that information in the next TWAB. So they're saying we're rebalancing all ranking systems to have similar progression times. Pretty much they're remastering that system to make it faster for you to rank up, because before it was kind of slower. You had to stop, pick up bounties, turn them in, complete them. They just wanted to upgrade your ranks through just experience. They're specifically saying our goal is to let players meet Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit ranks slightly faster on average. Before it took a lot longer. There will no longer be ritual specific rules that impede progress. We are removing win streak bonuses in exchange for activity streaks. Reputation bonuses have been standardized to ×2 multipliers when active. So when it's active, it's going to be ×2. Bounties will no longer provide reputation at all, but will just give you experience. So now I'm going to read what it says right here. It says, we looked at how long it would take players who win nearly every game to reset their reputation versus players who lose nearly every single game, and tuned it so that the total time taken to reset is only around ×2 rather than ×3 and 4 right now. Overall, we expect 2/3 of the reputation come from simply playing activities. If you win matches in Crucible, Gambit, you still reset a bit faster. So pretty much as long as you're winning, or just playing in general, you don't have to win now. You're just going to rank up a lot faster. So before, there were players who didn't have teams that would just lose constantly, not even win. So it took them an extreme amount of time to rank up. Now they're just changing it so it's a little bit more fair and faster for everybody. And it also says, as we mentioned, Glory will continue to live as our competitive Crucible reputation system, and will also retain win streaks for faster ranking. So nothing's changing there. We don't have any specific plans to share on Glory right now, but we will be looking at the opportunities in the future seasons. Hopefully they change it, because Glory seems to never get any changes or updates, really. It takes a couple seasons at a time. I really wish they would give you double competitive points for a week or something, because they do that with Infamy and Crucible already. I don't know why we can't do it there. Now they're making changes. Here's one thing right here. New thing. Commander Zavala is getting a full ritual reputation reward line. Just like Shaxx and the Drifter. You know how if you go to Zavala right now, for a long time, he hasn't given you anything other than bounties. But when you go to Drifter and Shaxx, you can get the bounties, turn them in, you rank up, and you can pick up Ascendant Shards. You get enhancement cores for ranking up. You get enhancement prisms. You get the emblems on that. Shaxx has been pretty broke and hasn't given. Zavala has been pretty broke and hasn't given you anything for a long time. So now he's actually going to give stuff out. So here's a couple of things. You're going to earn reputation from the Vanguard, specifically in Strikes, Nightfall, and Battlegrounds. Aside from the regular playlists, these are also going to give you reputation. Now, what I'm looking at right here says, for those looking to take on a challenge, Nightfalls give different bonuses based on completion medals, which can be earned through high scores and defeating all champions. Bronze, silver, gold, and platinum medals grant reputation bonuses, and Nightfalls grant reputation modifiers depending on the difficulty of Nightfall selected. The more difficult the Nightfall, the higher the multiplier is going to be. So, you know, if you go in for master, you're going to get a lot more experience. If you complete it all the way, you get more repetition for that, obviously, because it's harder. So that's really good. I like that. So now let's talk about activity streaks and reputation bonuses. I'm going to read off what it says on their website and then we'll talk about it. As noted above, Season 15 will introduce activity streaks. The longer you stay in the Vanguard activities, playlist, or direct launch, the larger your streak bonus is. Guardians can leave matchmaking, so you can go to the tower, you can go to Spider to pick up stuff, you can go anywhere as long as you don't activate another activity, and you'll still keep your streak going. So you can go everywhere. The helm, tower, Spider, doesn't matter as long as you don't activate another activity. By activate another playlist activity, I mean if you were playing Crucible for an hour and you have a good streak going, you can't go play Gambit, you lose streak automatically, but you can go anywhere else. If you go AFK, it's gonna kick you, you lose your streak. If you activate a different playlist, it's gonna end your streak right there. Let's see. Seasonal ritual weapon quests and ornaments. It says specifically next season we are removing seasonal ritual weapons and ornaments to the repetition reward tracks of the Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit. So they're getting rid of that. As players increase their reputation during the season, they'll work towards unlocking the weapon respective ornaments from each battle. We're also opting to update seasonal challenges, removing things like in it for the infamy in favor of challenges to earn ritual weapon rewards. Okay, I like that. Now let's move on to, it says Grandmasters and Conqueror Guilding. I'm going to read off exactly what they say. Back when we introduced Grandmaster Nightfalls, the Conqueror and the Conqueror title, the Guilding Seals still 9 months away. We wanted to give players a hard to reach goal that measured both skill, communication, build crafting, and time commitment. But that was also mindful of players' time in real life schedules. We saw a lot of feedback about rewards and general time commitments to reach Grandmaster levels, so we've been making some improvements season over season. Let's see, we added better masterworking material drops, that's a plus. Added weapons and mods, that's a huge plus. And title guilding. Seasonal challenges and 10 plus power seasons means it has never been easier to get pinnacle and artifact power needed early in the season. I would agree. It's a lot easier to rank up now. The additional of catch-up node, which currently appears during the final 3 weeks of a given season, help many players conquer this aspirational content even if they couldn't play week of the given season. So if you miss some time at the end of the season, it would give you a bonus to rank up, and now they're just doing it so you can rank up faster earlier in the season. Thanks to these changes, we're seeing a lot more players attempting Grandmasters and gilding their Conqueror titles than ever before. While we still believe that starting in week 7 gives GMs a nice seasonal cadence, waiting until the final 3 weeks of the season to guild no longer feels correct. We would like players to play the week's Grandmaster Nightfall rewards, not Lake of Shadows. They're easy as perceived strike. So pretty much people would wait to the very last couple weeks of the season just do Lake of Shadows. It's pretty much the easiest strike. You can just run through it. You can run through it, get the rewards, get the Conqueror Seals and all that stuff. They don't like that. So they're saying later in season 15, we're planning on making the following changes to Grandmaster Catch-Up Node to let players guild their titles earlier in the season, while also addressing our concerns over a single strike being a boon for high tier rewards over the last 3 weeks of the chosen season. So pretty much, let's see, it says the Grandmaster Catch-Up Node will become available at the same time as Grandmaster difficulty is available. So as long as you have the Conqueror title already but have not yet guilded this season, each Grandmaster Nightfall will be available if the fireteam leader has not completed the gilding triumph for that strike. So pretty much the leader is the only one that can complete it. In other words, you may play each featured strike for the season to earn a gilded title. Once you've gilded your title, the catch-up node will no longer be available. Interesting. They're asking for some feedback to see how that goes. Okay. Now let's move on to the Bungie Foundation charity update. So this is really good. If you have any money to give, go ahead and try to donate a little bit, whatever you can. Anything helps. And these donations that you give Bungie are going to improve children's health, improving children's health and well-being, uplifting the voices and rights of individuals in the communities, and providing humanitarian aid in times of crisis. So if you can give anything helps. Go ahead and donate. So if you donate $10 or more, you'll get the Bungie Foundation emblem. If you do 25 or more, you'll get the Circadian Guard emblem. If you do 50 or more, you get the Buoyant Shell Ghost. 75 or more, you get the Tiny Tank emo. I'm curious to see what that's about. That sounds pretty cool, Tiny Tank. And remember that these donations have to be donated by July 7th through the 20th. All the way up till 11:59 of that day on the 20th p.m. You have that time to donate if you want. Now this month for Prime Variety rewards, they're giving out the Merciless Exotic Fusion Rifle, Breaker Dawn Exotic Ornament, Symmetry Flight Exotic Ship, Soul Velocity Legendary Sparrow. I like the ship, looks pretty good. I have everything else already, so it doesn't really matter. Now let's talk about a couple little things going on right now. If you are not aware, if you master work your Solstice armor before you get to the last set, it's pretty much useless, and you shouldn't do that because once it doesn't upgrade the current set that you have. So pretty much, if I master work my first purple legendary set and I upgrade to Magnificent, it's just a brand new set. So all the masterworks, all the mods you put on there just go away. It's just like you just got the set just given to you with nothing on it. So all those resources that you wasted to upgrade it, it's just useless. So don't do that. Another side note, we're talking about the Dreaming City weapons right now. There are apparently only dropping once and once only for people. They're still looking into that. So don't waste your time grinding right now. Wait for the update for them to fix it, and then we'll continue on with that grind later on, dude. You don't want to waste your time with that. So far, some pretty good changes upcoming. I think it's pretty good, especially the giving Zavala things to give out, because he really has not given anything out for ever. That's good. I personally do not play strikes. Now that he's given out and sending charge and stuff like that and prisms, I'll definitely hop in some strikes and do some stuff. I personally need to get Royal Entry rocket launcher, so that's good. Now, before we end this real quick, let's talk about known issues. While we continue to investigate various known issues, here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in the Bungie help forums. The Solstice 2021 armor glows for Warlocks always displays the Stasis Glow effect when wearing the Fellwinter's helm. Interesting. Reissued Dreaming City weapons are not dropping as intended or at all, or if they drop, they only drop in one time. Upgrading Solstice armor to the Magnificent set may drop the armor's power level to 1100. So if you masterwork it before you complete it, it's going to go down to 1100. PlayStation 4 controllers may no longer be recognized on Destiny 2 when playing on Steam. Oh, that sucks. I literally was just about to hop into PC with a controller. Well, that's about it for the TWAB today. So, interesting things going on. Really good improvements as far as ranks. I'm kind of really happy about that. That seems a little bit better. Zavala giving out rewards, definitely an improvement. They're still working on a couple issues, and hopefully the game's going to get a lot better within Season 15. Now, real quick, if this helped you out, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to turn on those notifications so you can see my future content, and comment down below what your thoughts on this TWAB was. Take care.